I come from a Hindu family. I am a Hindu. I'm a shit Hindu. I'm a Shindu. I'm a real Shindu, guys. And I come from a really mixed religious background. My father is an Orthodox Hindu. My mother, and this will not surprise you, has her own take. This is a direct quote. I pray to all of them. That way I'm covered. That's not how it works, Mum. I don't know how it works, but that's definitely not how it works. And my grandfather was raised a Hindu before converting to Christianity in his 50s. And when he converted to Christianity, he changed his name from Methil Narayan Kuti to Mike, something which we found out when someone phoned the house asking for Mike. Someone phoned the house and said, is Mike there? My aunt said, there's no one called Mike here. And he went, oh, that's me. And then took the call. And then afterwards he said, oh, did I not tell you? No, you didn't fucking tell us that you changed your name to Mike. Listen, last July, something happened. Last July, I was coming back from Montreal, where I'd been at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, and I'd had a lovely time. Now, on the last day of the festival, there were 4 comedians traveling from Montreal to London. Now, those 4 comedians were being taken to the airport in 2 separate cars, 2 by 2, and this is the crucial piece of information. Those 2 cars were going to arrive at different times. Now, the 4 comedians involved were Jimmy Carr, Ellie Taylor, Paul Chowdhury, and me. Now, you're looking at that 4 and you're thinking, for God's sake, split that logically. Put me with Ellie or Jimmy, the white lady or the alien. Either one is fine. Worst thing that happens, I go with Jimmy Carr and get to see Area 51. That's a fun day out for little Nishy. But they didn't put me with Ellie or Jimmy. They put me with Chowders. They double browned. If you're thinking, how bad can it have been? It can't have been that bad. We got searched in the queue to get searched. That's how bad it was. We were too suspicious for the search queue. So they took us out of it, searched our bags, put us back in the queue, searched our bags again, put our bags in the x-ray. The guy takes the bag out of the x-ray, and then he says to me, I need to see inside this. And I'm there thinking, I thought that's what the x-ray did. Because when I was 10 years old and I fell over and hit my head, I don't remember the doctor bursting in and going, we're gonna have to smash your head open anyway. We didn't get a look at the x-ray, that's on us. Now, when the guy said, I need to have a look inside your bag, I said, what have you seen on the x-ray? Because that's the theory, isn't it? That he's seen something on the x-ray that he needs to investigate closer. But here's the thing, it was a trick question, because I knew he couldn't have seen anything on the x-ray, because I know what's in my fucking bag, because I travel constantly for work and I look like this, so I know all the rules. At this point, me and guys who look like me are essentially a second layer of security staff for airports, and we end up having to help stupid fucking white idiots who stand there going, what do you mean I can't bring in a 500-litre drum of crude oil? I've put it in a clear plastic bag. This is an outrage. I want to speak to a manager. Every brown man you know knows all the rules. All of the rules. And every brown man you know has a survival strategy for dealing with airports. Look at this man sat in the front row nodding at me like he's never related to anything more in his entire life. There's 4 Sikh brothers behind him and they all looking at each other being like, yeah. Do you have a tactic? Is there anything you do? Keep your mouth shut. That genuinely is a really good one. Just remain silent the entire time, unless they ask you a question. Because if they ask you a question, you write it out. Wow, I didn't realize I didn't realize your solution was to go fully mute. It says, no, I'm not a terrorist cracker. Do you guys have any solutions?
I just say search me.
You say search me? I absolutely love the brass balls on you, mate. I love that. Search me. I love the idea of you just bursting in butt naked. Come on! Let's do this. I got nothing to hide. Blammo! Blammo! Yes, I am coughing. I love that. I've been harvesting them across this tour. One of the weirdest ones, because my one is that I wear a t-shirt with Thor and the Incredible Hulk on it from the film Thor Ragnarok, because my logic is they'll see it and go, oh, he can't be in ISIS, he likes Marvel. They're clearly more into DC, it's a darker cinematic universe. 2 weird ones over the course of this tour. One man says, I smile the entire time. That must look homicidal. in an airport where everyone else is depressed, there's one brown guy there going, oh, look at the size of these Toblerones. Who could hate the West when they make such big sweets? Another man said to me, you need to dial up your English accent. How does it get more English than my accent? What am I supposed to do? Kick the doors of the airport open and jump in and go, oh, governor, getting on a fucking plane, are we? We needn't have bothered. Me mate Mary Poppins would have brung us on her magic brolly. Now, when I said to this guy, what have you seen? He said, this is a random search. We are on an elevated terror threat. Now, before I tell you what I said, let's get two things straight. Firstly, ultimately, I know it was not this guy's fault, right? He was just a guy that worked at Montreal Airport. He's a delivery point of structural racism. He's not the instigator of it, right? Secondly, I know no one comes off well from this story. There's some residual cultural sympathy in the room right now for me and the two guys I spoke to, and frankly, Leon as well. Now, for one of the four of us, that sympathy is about to evaporate in about 15 seconds' time. Because I don't know why I said what I said. Ultimately, maybe it's because I was tired and hungover. Maybe it was because it's been 16 years of this shit and I've had enough. Maybe it's because in the last couple of years, I have seen white violence go culturally unpunished. But what I do know is that what I said did not help. How could it have? Because when that man said, this is a random search, we are on an elevated terror threat, I said, do you honestly think ISIS is paying for business class? Do you know how galling it is to tell a story that involves Jimmy Carr and he's not the least relatable person? Also, this floor's really dirty. And a lot harder than you think. I've hurt myself real bad. What? Don't take a fucking photo, mate. I can see you get your phone out. This is not the bit of the gig I want commemorated. Me just lying on the floor like I've had a fucking nervous breakdown. How was the show? Judge for yourself. Who are you going to show that photo to anyway? Turn up to work tomorrow and be like, oh, check this out. Who the fuck is that? Did you intercept Mo Salah on his way to a funeral? I know I look like Mo Salah. Everyone keeps telling me how much I look like Mo Salah. If you don't know who Mo Salah is, he's a footballer who plays for Egypt and Liverpool, and he's got brown skin, a beard, and curly hair. So every day someone goes, you look like Mo Salah! The worst thing is that whenever Mo Salah scores a goal, somebody tweets Mo Salah and me to congratulate us on our goal. I don't mind you taking a photo, that was a bit of fun. You're fine. You've paid, so you can take photos. That's fine. Within reason. I don't want it to turn into a goddamn paparazzo festival, but I don't mind if you take one photo. I do object when people haven't paid and they take secret photos. I don't mind if people come up to me and ask me. I'm perplexed by it. Sure, but I don't like it when people take secret photos. I was on the tube and a woman took a secret photo of me, but it was the worst secret photo of all time. She just had a bunch of magazines in front of her that were all facing the wrong way, and she was just looking over the top of it, and then I just slowly start to see a phone just appear over the top of them. And then I can see her press the phone, and you're like, don't fucking put a filter on it! Then when I got home, I told my girlfriend someone took a secret photo of me on the tube, and she was like, no one took a fucking secret photo of you, you're a paranoid man. And then 5 minutes later, I was like, ha ha! Because someone had tweeted me that photo under the caption, "Lol, my friend just texted me and said, this guy looks like a fat version of Nish Kumar."